I know the Super Bowl was a little while ago. Don't worry about it. This is more than likely outside of maybe a little bit of the fallout. A little bit of the fallout. This should be the last time they're going to be bringing this stuff up. But hey, man, when you had such terrible woke programming like this, okay, I talk specifically about a couple of the commercials that came out, but this one I just had to save for a specific video itself because this one's weird. This one's very weird, okay, outside of the obvious, okay? So you got a bunch of degenerates in society getting their feet washed a la Jesus Christ. He used to do that for his followers. Oh, but he wouldn't also wash the feet of a chick outside of an abortion clinic, or somebody who looks like they're running from the cops and then the cop catches them only to, I don't know, dry off his tootsies. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but cringe. He Gets Us Super Bowl ad slammed as an insult to Christianity. Well, this is example, number 3,689, that Christianity has been subverted by weak-willed ideologues, and only their intrusion could have been facilitated by even weaker Christian leadership. Like, nothing against the staunch believers, but the people that are out there on the fringes, the ones that are more than willing to go ahead and slap a pride flag on the outside of their place of worship, you get the religion that you tolerate. Remember, turn the other cheek is not about pacifism. It's about learning when to stand up for yourself. The meek shall inherit the earth is not a call that weak-willed individuals will eventually triumph over all of those naysayers. No. It's the people that know their strength. They know the value of saying no and meaning it. Those are the ones that are going to forge forward and create the everlasting society. But no, it's all about feelings and vibes and being empathetic. He Gets Us just launched a new Super Bowl ad depicting Christians washing the feet of diverse individuals, including a woman at an abortion clinic, an alcoholic, an environmental activist, an undocumented immigrant, a participant resembling a Black Lives Matter protester, a gay man, and more. Yep, everything that you can see at your traditional Christian Pride celebrations. Yeah, just stay tuned in the next couple of months, and when it starts to ramp up, you'll be able to see all of this on full display, and you'll be able to cast your minds back and go, you know what? That Super Bowl ad was actually fairly prescient. The ad, which appears to celebrate wokeness, we actually got it, because I got some interesting questions to go ahead and pull out of this one. It was roundly criticized by members of the Christian faith on X. Yeah, that's the only thing that they can do. Simply finger wag and protest on social media, yell into the void. Idiots. With many pointing out the message of Jesus's love was being used to promote a left-wing agenda. A white person washing the feet at an abortion clinic funded by Christians. This is what infiltration of Western Christianity looks like. I'm sorry, Jack. It's been happening for a very long time. Somebody who always wakes up every day and posts on Twitter, wake up and pray up. Well, you should have figured out that your church, your beloved institutions, have been subverted years ago. You should have done something about it then, instead of just, Taylor Swift post. Who paid you for your airtime? Good question, Brad. Good question. The singer 5 times August ask, very based individual. I go ahead and pull out a hipster card for a second. I remember 5 times August back when he was Unaware Steve. Nobody's going to get that reference, but I will. Whoever made this ad asked AI to be as woke and insulting as possible to Christians, and this is the result. Very online ex-poster Ian Miles, the grifter from Malaysia. A wonderful post from Censored Men. A great thread exposing that grifter out there. Flashbang and dog enthusiast, that Ian Miles Chong. And also embezzling money from the quartering in order to give it to an e-thought for her to buy an iPhone. The well runs deep on that bag of garbage. He Gets Us is well known for spending hundreds of millions of dollars on splashy ads promoting tolerance while using left-wing imagery. Yeah, that's interesting because, I got the He Gets Us website pulled up, and I was trying to figure out where the funding comes from, and none of it makes sense because, it's just a bunch of, soft language. We hope to remind everyone, including ourselves, that Jesus' teaching are a warm embrace, not a cold shoulder. Yes, just trying to prey on the empathetic nature of Christians in order to just, smuggle your terrible leftist ideology through the door in order to subvert the entire religion. We've seen this practice time and time again throughout various disciplines. It's just, this is one of the most prominent examples going on right now. Frequently asked questions, what's your agenda? No, guys, we're just good old Christians, okay? Our agenda at He Gets Us is to move beyond the mess of current cultural moment to a place where we are all invited to rediscover the love story of Jesus, Christians, non-Christians, and everybody in between. But if you're a Christian-based movement, shouldn't you be putting Christians first? Oh, right, you don't actually care. Are people trying to get, are you trying to get people to go to church? Well, that's kind of interesting, right? No. Oh, okay, cool. What's your stance on the big gay community? Probably the most common question we receive. Yeah, Jesus loves gay people. He loves gay people. Jesus loves trans people. Can we go ahead and point to a passage on that one? Is it affiliated with a certain religion? I always thought so. Certainly affiliated with Christianity, but our point is that Jesus doesn't belong to anyone. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so who is behind this? Okay, I think that's important. Newly formed nonprofit organization Come Near is now fully managing He Gets Us initiatives. That is a whole bunch of vagaries that's down there. Come Here is a growing expert-led staff and dedicated network of partners and supporters. And trying to find any behind-the-scenes information on Come Near, I think it's purposefully vague in its naming so that you don't end up running it back to any, I would imagine, probably blue-tinted organizations. That's the big question. But I actually got, okay, so we actually have the advertisement running in the background right there, especially from the He Gets Us a Twitter account right there. Jesus washed the feet of friends and enemies, no ego or hate. He humbly loved his neighbors. How can we do the same? And somebody who had acquired at least the taste of the red pill towards the end of 2023, good old boring ass Matt Walsh. This organization has millions of dollars to spend on Super Bowl ads, pushing heretical bullshit to a mass audience. Who are their funders and where are they getting their money for this? Well, to be fair, in order to just go ahead and, run these pictures that you see down there, okay, you just need to kind of feed them into a basic level AI. So it wouldn't really cost all that much, but yeah, they've been running ads for a while and they got a lot of funders. Like I said before, in trying to find some research as to who's behind all of this stuff, you can get a couple of disparate links, but anything concrete, it's few and far between. But this one really stuck in the craw of a lot of people. You can see the interaction on it, okay? Specifically, mostly, everybody else just commenting on it because this would have just came and went, but it was just so obviously, so rub it in your face. We're going to go ahead and take your religion and we're going to go ahead and do whatever we want with it because nobody's out there. No, there are no vanguards of the faith like there used to be. Okay, this isn't 1527. Okay, the Swiss Guard aren't going to be standing on the steps to heaven, okay, in order to prevent any heathens from breaking down the walls of the Vatican. Now, that's more or less a Catholic reference, but generally speaking, it's all under the same umbrella. You never see anything like this. You don't see sketch artists for people trying to draw from memory the Prophet Muhammad. You don't see any of society's ne'er-do-wells trying to light the candles on a menorah now, do you? No, of course not, okay? You don't have any crackheads while with one hand scratching the sores on their neck, polishing the statue of Buddha. Why does it only happen in one direction? I ask you that. And how? How does a country that is founded on these principles that are getting so obviously subverted right in your face tolerate stuff like this? Well, because we've all just simply been lulled into these false security that everything is going to be fine if we just listen and believe, if we put our feelings over the realities of life, if we don't want to offend anybody, because offense is the highest sin that anybody can commit nowadays. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you, okay? No. Words hurt. It's this softness that permeates society that leads to stuff like this. And then it's reactions from the likes of Matt Walsh, okay? These strongly worded tweets, these strongly worded letters that allow stuff like this to just continue on and on and on. Because, like I said before, if anybody was going to be drawing a picture of the Prophet Muhammad, we'd be getting to the bottom of this stuff right quickly, and we'd have a totally different story to be running with. Because that religion, they don't mess around. You can sure as hell mess around with any sect of Christianity or Catholicism you want, because it's open season on Christians. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.